Welcome to week 4. I'm now about to ruin your week. Sorry about that. Everything we learned in week 2, RSA, Diffie-Hellman, elliptic curves, all that beautiful public key cryptography is going to die. Not today, but quite possibly within a decade. And the reason is quantum computers. Now, all those systems rely on the fact that certain mathematical problems are hard for computers. Factoring enormous numbers, computing discrete logarithms, these things take classical computers an unimaginable amount of time. That's why RSA works. But a quantum computer does not play by those same rules. It's playing an entirely different game. Let me give you two analogies. A classical bit is like a coin. If you toss it, it lands either head or tails. A qubit is like a coin that's not landed but is spinning. It's in some sense both heads and tails, and you can't tell until it lands. That's called superposition. Now, a classical computer trying to solve a problem is like a mouse in a maze. It tries one path, it's a dead end, backs up, tries another, one path at a time. A quantum computer is more like water. You pour it in at the entrance, and it fills all the paths simultaneously. The water finds the exit not by being clever about which path to try, but by trying them all at once. It's parallel. It's infinite parallel. It's infinitely parallel. That's what quantum computers can do. It's called quantum parallelism. Well, this is grossly simplified, but it gives you the flavor. There are two algorithms that we need to worry about particularly. The first is called Shor's algorithm. It finds the hidden period in a mathematical function, and that period turns out to be the mathematical equivalent of cracking the lock on RSA. If you have a sufficiently powerful quantum computer, RSA is broken in hours, not centuries. Diffie-Hellman 2, elliptic curves 2, all of public key cryptography as we know it, gone. The second is called Grover's algorithm. This one is less dramatic but still important. It does not break AES, but it effectively halves the key length. AES 256 becomes equivalent to AES 128 in terms of its security. AES 128 becomes dangerously weak. We're now at AES 64. So we need to double our key sizes. And here's the literally alarming part, absolutely alarming. Intelligence agencies, and we can be quite confident about this, are already recording encrypted internet traffic now. They can't decrypt it, but they're storing it. And when a quantum computer arrives, they will decrypt it all, retrospectively. We call this practice harvest now, decrypt later. It means that quantum threat is not a future problem, it's a present problem. The decrypting isn't happening yet, but the harvesting is happening even as we speak. So this week is a bit of an alarming one. Lesson 4.1 is classical hardness, why the current systems work and what hard actually means. Lesson 4.2 is quantum foundations, conceptual. We're not doing the physics. We are understanding the threat. Lessons 4.3 and 4 are Shor's and Grover's algorithms, the attacks. And lesson 4.5 is post-quantum cryptography. What will replace RSA? What are we migrating to? And we need to start migrating now. We can't wait. This week's portfolio, what we do is we look at the Athagard vault and we say, well, we need this stuff. If you remember, we need this stuff to be secret for 50 years. So our our key exchanges we put in week 2. They use RSA. In 10 to 15 years, they may be broken. This week, we're writing a quantum risk assessment and proposing a migration plan. These are actually the decisions that real people in the field are making right now. So, okay. So do the lessons, read the book. All of this is in the book. and and the lessons are, of course, lay it all out in our interactive way, of which I'm sure you're now quite familiar. And I'll see you at the end of the week if the whole world hasn't collapsed by then. Okay. See you then.